and welcome to Pelvic Exercises. I'm Michelle Kenway, physiotherapist and exercise instructor for women. Today I'm going to teach you how to do an effective low dumbbell row. This is a great exercise for back strength, and I'm going to teach you how to make it pelvic floor friendly so that it's safe for your pelvic floor and also safe for other areas of your body as you exercise. Now, this specific exercise is an excellent postural exercise. So we're looking at strengthening the muscles in the middle of our back, in that area there, and these are muscles that help us to stand nice and tall. And in doing so, they help us to protect our shoulders and also to get some nice alignment through our neck and through our spine to take pressure off our neck. If you're prone to neck issues or if you're prone to neck pain, it's really important that you pay good attention to your technique, particularly during this type of an exercise. And I'm going to be teaching you some techniques and tips, giving you some tips on how to make this much more comfortable if you are prone to that type of issue. So let's get started, and we're going to go through the setup for your low dumbbell row, and then I'm going to take you through a couple of sets of the exercise so you can exercise along with me at home if you like. I'm going to show you two variations. We're going to do a ball-based exercise, and also if you haven't got a fit ball, we're going to be using a chair, and I'll show you how to do the same exercise using a chair and a light hand weight. So let's get started with that. We're going to start with our ball exercise. So I'd like you to take your hand weight. I'm going to start with a fairly light hand weight to show you, and if you're starting at home you might like to start with a light hand weight. This is 2 kilos. You could start with, ideally if you're starting today for the first time, you'd start with a 1 kilo or even no weight at all, just so that you get the correct technique. Now, to get the right technique and you need to have the right position to start off with. So I'm going to go side on to my ball, and you'd be going either side on to your ball, or if you're using your chair at home, you're going to be leaning over your chair, and I will show you that in a moment. Now, the importance of having something to lean on is so that you support your back, so that when you lean forward, your back isn't unsupported. If you're unsupported there, then your back risks injury. So basically you take yourself forward. I'm going to lean on my ball, and I'm going to put pressure on my ball. You can see I've got my elbow bent here, so I haven't got a lot of force going straight through to my neck and my shoulder. My elbow's acting like a spring there to help absorb the shock through to my neck and shoulder. I take the hand with the weight down along my thigh. My chin's tucked in, so my neck's nice and straight and not under any strain. And then when I lift the weight, I lift the weight up along the line of my thigh, and I'm really engaging my back muscles. I'm going to lower that weight back down slowly and lift again so you can see what I'm doing at home. And take it down. So to get those muscles working, the muscles that we're after, when you lift, push your chest out and really bring your shoulder back and down. This is quite different to the way you'll commonly see this exercise done is like this. And you'll see women working their neck muscles, and they wonder why then they get sore neck and shoulders from doing the exercise. So to do this really effectively and safely for your neck, you lean forward and you lift up. Now you can see that doing this type of exercise here, my pelvic floor isn't under any compromise. I'm not squatting deeply, I'm leaning forward, my body's protected. To make it even more pelvic floor safe, ideally keep your weight fairly low and make sure you exhale with the lift. So as you're leaning forward, you would breathe out with the lift and lower it down. And trying to use your pelvic floor muscles before and during the exercise. So you'd activate your pelvic floor muscles here, bring the weight up your thigh, chest out, and then lower the weight down slowly and repeat again. Up to between 8 to 12 times in a row on one side. So I think we're getting close to at least 10 or 11 there. Let's do one more so you can see what I'm doing again, bringing that weight up, keeping the elbow in, not winging out to the side, and back and down slowly, and come upright and give your back a break between sets. Obviously then you'd repeat the same exercise on the other side. Now if you haven't got a ball at home, you can use a bench, you can use a chair. Let's have a look at this same exercise being performed against a chair for support. So we'll move over here to the arm of a chair. You could even use the back of a chair. Now if you've got a sore back, it's going to be useful to use something higher to lean on. The further you lean forward, the more your back's going to be under strain. So obviously the higher you are, then the better it's going to be for your back. Once again, make sure you bend your knees. Make sure you keep that inward curve in your back so that your back is protected. So weights down by your thigh, shoulders back and down, engage those shoulder blade muscles. Bring your shoulder blade towards your spine as you lift the weight. So here we go, lifting the weight up, breathing out, shoulder blade towards the spine, and back and down slowly. And again, lifting it up and back and down slowly. You should feel the shoulder blade coming towards the spine. Feel those muscles that pull that shoulder blade in that direction. Pulling in and back. And let's do 2 more. Pulling in and back. And 1 more time. Pulling in, lifting that weight and lowering it down slowly. And coming up and again resting your back. So that you can see that there is quite a bit to the technique of actually performing a safe low dumbbell row. We've talked about how to perform this exercise so that it's friendly for your back, friendly for your pelvic floor, and also not going to put any undue strain on your neck and shoulders. Remember, your key points are keeping your shoulder back and down when you're actually lifting the weight, making sure that you're leaning forward with an inward curve in your back, and making sure that your body is supported. You could start with your light weights, and ideally you're performing 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions, and you might do those on alternate days of the week. So that would mean you do 8 to 12 exercises in a row, have a rest, and then repeat that another 2 times. Well, I hope you've enjoyed learning about how to do a safe low dumbbell row, and I hope that helps you with your home exercise program, staying healthy and well. That's it from me today. Bye for now.